Good day everyone, I'm Krisha Altaez Dal and I'll be your host for today's presentation.
Didn't have to moment, keeping me in the moment. I that you hadn't known it. Why don't you say so? Didn't even notice. No punches got to roll with. You got to keep me focused. You know.
We are excited to take you on a journey through our family history as we explore the branches of our very own family tree. Our blog showcases the generations that came before us, highlighting their stories, connections, and the values they have passed down. Understanding our family's roots not only strengthens our identity, but also allows us to appreciate the legacy we continue to build. Of course, this presentation wouldn't be complete without the amazing team behind it. Let me introduce to you the members who have worked hard to bring our family story to life.
Good day, I am Erica Lorena Paga.
Hello everyone, my name is Atea Marie Esbatasa. Today I am excited to share with you my family tree. I represent each of my family members with a symbol that reflects their personality, role, or something special about them.
Hi, I'm Alex Kate.
Hi, I'm Chelsea. Together we have compiled a meaningful presentation that we are excited to share with you. So without further ado, let's begin our journey into our family history.
So hi guys, so today I will be introducing my family member one by one, but with a twist. So this is the family tree that I made. So the twist is I will pick a name and introduce them, and next is I'll pick a question and answer them. Okay, let's start. So first person, okay, my youngest brother Lawrence. So Lawrence is a really hard-headed person that I know, but anyways, he's still our baby. The question is how this one member show their love and support. I don't know. I think by complimenting, and you know, I just can't feel it. He really not a showy person, but I know he is a secret supporter. Okay, next is my uncle, the brother of my mother, Tito Jesse, or Uncle Jesse, or Papa Dudong, is a really good man, a good father to his kids. Okay, the question is, what is one thing you hope never changes about this family member? I hope Papa Dudong will never change for being a good father. And yeah, next is my grandmother, the mother of my father, Nanay Erlenda, or my grandmother, is a really she is really a caring person, also a farmer. The question is how this family member, if this family member wear a color, what is it called, what would they be and why? I think for me it's purple, because I love purple and I love the person. I love my grandmother, so that's why purple. Okay, next is Tatay Cornelio, the father of my father. So Tatay Cornelio is a farmer and he is really active, strong man despite of his age. Okay, next question is the question is, what is one thing you admire most about this family member? I admire him for being strong. That's it. Okay, next is my grandmother in my mother's side, Nanay Elsa. So Nanay Elsa is a tailor and a really active person despite of being a senior. Okay, question is, what is one question you would like to ask this one member? I would like to ask Nanay Elsa, can you buy me some food? Sorry. Okay, next is my father. So my father is a really good man, a good provider, the provider of the family. So the question is, how does this family inspire you? My papa really inspired me to work hard in school because he worked hard for us. Okay, next is, Okay, the sister of my father, Tita Marilyn. Tita Marilyn is a really caring person, sweet person. Okay, question is, what is one thing you want to thank this family member for? I think, I'm so thankful for Tita Marilyn for being a caring to us when we visited Isabela. Okay, next is, okay, myself. Okay, me is a little hard-headed person, a really but a softie. The question is, what do you think this one member enjoys doing the most? I enjoy doing me time. I don't know. Scrolling TikTok. Okay, next is, okay, my older brother Clarence. So he is really a smart person, but sadly he already passed away, but no hard feelings because we know that God has a better plans. Okay, the question is, what is your favorite memory with this family member? My favorite memory of this family member is all memory that we had when he's still here. Okay, next is okay, my mother. So my mother is a very yapper person, but strict but sweet, acting strict but not so strict, and very kind. The question is, what would you describe the family member's personality? I find Mama funny and kind, very helpful for me. Okay, next is the sister of my mother, Tita Janeline, or Tita Jing. Tita Jing is a woman of God. She is really a disciplined and a supportive person. Okay, the question is, if you could spend a whole day with this family member, what would you do? I think talking, bonding, a typical girls day, girls night. Okay, lastly is my grandfather or the father of my mother, which is Tatay Jesus, or Jesus in English. Okay, the question is, how does this family member handle challenges in life? I don't really know how he handled the challenges in his life because we're not really that close. But I think by doing a sing with friends. I don't know, but I think. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Erica, for sharing such a heartfelt and inspiring story about your family. Your story truly highlights the strength and love within your family tree. Now, let's hear from Athea, who will share her own unique family story. Athea, the floor is yours.
So first, I'll introduce my family from my mother's side, starting from my grandparents. So my grandfather was like a strong tree, deeply rooted in strength and wisdom, providing support to the family. My grandmother, Rebecca, is like a candle that always gives light and warmth to everyone around her. And my mother, the eldest daughter, is my shield, always protect and guide us with love and discipline. My mother is not just my shield, she is my whole world. And then my aunties. Each of them is like a mother figure to me since they care and love me like their own. And my uncle, the only boy among the siblings, is like an egg. He may look hard on the outside, but actually sweet and softy on the inside. Now, moving on to my father's side, although my parents are separated, I've still included my father in my family tree. They are still important parts of who I've become today. And then, moving on to my siblings, including myself, I see myself as a bridge connecting different generations in my family and taking on responsibilities as the eldest daughter. Next, my younger sister, Angel. My younger sister is like a cat. Sometimes she's playful, sometimes she's quiet, but affectionate. Then lastly, my youngest brother. My youngest brother, Dylan, is like a dog since he's playful and full of energy. So, each of my family member plays a special role, just like the symbols represent. Through them, I come to appreciate the lessons, love, and support that shape who I am today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Athea, for giving us a glimpse into your family tree. It is clear how much love and connection you share with your family. Up next, we have Alex, who will be sharing their own family story. Alex, take it away.
So today I'll be introducing you my family members, but with a twist. So I have here my bag, and inside are their names, and each name has its own category. Let's start. Okay, Dave Floyd Cadano, my dad. So the first person that I picked is my dad, and the category is best trait. The best trait of my dad is that he's a very good provider for the family, and that's something that I am really grateful about. Next, Conrada Manago. Conrada Manago is my grandmother. She's the mother of my mother. So the category is best memory. Best memory, I guess it's when I was still, a toddler. She used to babysit me and my sister. So that's it. Those cute memories. Next. Okay. Hani Manago. Hani Manago is my aunt. She's a sister of my mom. The category is one thing that reminds you of this person. She's living in Japan now, so I guess the thing that reminds me of her is Japan. Next. Judith Manago. Fave memory. Judith Manago is also the sister of my mom. My fave memory, actually, she passed away when I wasn't even born yet, so I can't really answer this. But my mom always tells me that she's very pretty. Next. Eduardo Manago. Okay, Eduardo Manago is also a brother, a sibling of my mom. So he's my uncle. Fave memory, he's very caring and a loving uncle. Even up to now, when I have, when I need to go to school early, he would be the one to take me to the jeepney station. Next is Daisy Cadano. So Daisy Cadano is my grandmother. She's the mother of my father, and the category is one thing that reminds me of her. One thing that reminds me of her is cakes, because she loves baking and she's good in baking. So I guess, yeah, that's it. Next, Virgilio Manago. Okay, so Virgilio Manago is my grandfather, the father of my mother, and the category is one thing that reminds me of this person. So I actually didn't get to meet him because sadly he passed away even before I was
born. So yeah, I didn't got the chance to meet him or bond with him. But the thing that reminds me of him is tricycle drivers, because my mom would always tell us how hardworking he is, and he's a tricycle driver and provides for the family. Okay, next. Okay, Virgilio Manago Jr. Virgilio Manago Jr. is the brother of my mom, and the category is one thing that reminds me of him also. The thing that reminds me of him is basketball and gym, because he's a very active person. Next. Okay. Frank Cadano. Frank Cadano is the brother of my father, so he's my uncle, and the category is fave memory. When I was a toddler, I used to spend my time in his room, and I used to annoy him a lot and play with him a lot. So I guess that's it. Next, Hazel Manago. Okay, Hazel Manago is the sister of my mom, and the category is one thing that reminds you of this person. Again, one thing that reminds me of her is cooking, because she's a good cook, and she made me devour her dishes all the time. Next. Okay. Bo Cadano. Okay, Bo Cadano, she's my eldest sister, and the category is best trait. Her best trait is that she's very caring and very protective of me, and even if we don't do lovey-dovey, we're not lovey-dovey to each other, but I can really say that she loves me. Next, Florante Cadano. Florante Cadano is my grandfather, father of my father. The category is one thing that reminds me of him. Daddy, he's very generous. So yeah, so when we go to SM, we go to malls, that's something that reminds me of him, because when you go to malls, he would buy a lot. We would buy a lot because he's there. He's the big boss. Okay, next. Tamika Cadano. Okay, Tamika Cadano, she's my little sister, and the category is best trait. So the best trait of my little sister is that she's very, very sweet. Yeah, she's very sweet, and she loves to cuddle with everyone here in the house. Okay, lastly, my mom, Mabelia Cadano. So the category is best trait. Her best trait is that she's very loving. Yeah, solid. Next, Debbie Cadano. Okay, Debbie Cadano, she's my aunt. She's the youngest sibling of my dad, and the category is fave memory. So our age gap isn't that big, so we used to play a lot before when I was still in my toddler years.
Wow, Alex, that was truly moving. Thank you for sharing your family story and the bonds that make it so special. Now, let's welcome Chelsea, who will share her family tree next. Chelsea, the stage is yours.
Hi, I'm Chelsea, and I wanted to share something that close to my heart, my family tree. It's more than just names and dates. It's a collection of stories, memories, and the people who came before me. Each branch holds a piece of who I am today. So here's a little glimpse into my roots, the lives, the love, and the legacy that shaped me. She is my maternal grandmother, a mother, a best friend, and a role model who shaped me to who I am today. Her love and wisdom are the roots that ground me. And this is my maternal grandfather, the one who always fetched me from school on his motorbike, turning rides into a good memories. And of course, my mom, the source of my strength and the heart that keeps me going. And this one is my dad, who taught me that learning never stops, even your hair turns gray. It's a treasure you always cherish. This is my sister, my personal assistant and makeup guru. And last but not the least, my younger sister, the expert at finishing our food. And this is my maternal tita, my mother's sister. She's a teacher and used to help me with math because I struggle with numbers. Her patience and guidance made learning a bit easier for me. And this one, my other maternal tita, the youngest sister of my mom. She used to teach me about fashion when I was a kid. And she's also the most saucy tita. She always knows the latest trends and has a flair for style. So now, let's proceed with my paternal side. This is my paternal grandmother. When she was still alive, she always spoiled me with everything. Her care, kindness, and love. I adored her deeply and I will always will. And this one is my paternal grandfather. When I was a kid, he taught me how to ride a kalasa. In the province, of course. He'd let me hold the reins with my small hands, guiding me with his steady ones. To him, I was the most palanga apo in the bloodline. He always spoiled me and made me feel so loved. That's why I missed him. And right here is my another tita from the paternal side, the sister of my dad. She's the most sexiest, buddiest tita ever, and my go-to whenever I need her the most. She's always there, no questions asked. Okay, so now that we're done, I have some questions here that my sister prepared, where she is going to ask me a question and I will answer. And by the way, the questions are already given and I have answered it with my phone. So what's up you guys? I'm here with my sister and we're going to have a Q&A session.
So, I will be asking her, Chelsea Daniel, our dear girl, 4 questions. But let us start with the first question and the basics. What is your favorite memory from your childhood?
So my favorite childhood memory is probably the freedom I had to do whatever I wanted. I love climbing trees, running around with my friends, and playing Chinese garter every day after school. So I remember how carefree those days were, no responsibilities, just pure fun. One thing that makes me smile whenever I look back is how I used to sneak away from my grandmother. She was very strict and always made me take afternoon naps, which I absolutely hated. So I'd quietly slip out whenever she wasn't looking, just so I could keep playing outside. But as time passed, everything slowly changed. By the time I reached the middle of high school, the sense of childhood freedom started to fade. We grew older, we became more aware of our responsibilities, and eventually, things like climbing trees and playing games didn't excite me anymore.
Fascinating. Second question. What values or lessons do you hope to pass down to future generations?
So the most important lessons I want to pass down are the morals and manners that my grandparents taught me. They always reminded me that no matter where life takes you or how hard things get, you should always be kind and respectful to people, to animals, and even to nature. I've learned that kindness is a choice, even when it's difficult. Sometimes you'll meet people who don't deserve your kindness, or will be put in situations where it's easier to be cold or indifferent. But my grandparents always told me, just be kind anyway. Life itself is already hard, so the least we can do is make it a little better by being compassionate. I hope future generations carry these lessons with them, even when the world seems harsh or unfair. I want them to remember that being kind doesn't make you weak, it makes you strong. It takes courage to stay gentle in a tough world. So I think that would be all.
What was life like when you were my age? I am 15 years old, guys. Keep in mind, 15 years old.
When I was your age, life was a roller coaster of ups and downs. I had to mature quickly and think more like a parent rather than just a teenager. I didn't only consider my own needs. I also had to think about others. There were moments of fun and laughter, but there were also times when I had to be responsible, even when I didn't want to be. I learned that growing up isn't just about getting older. It's about becoming more aware of the people around you, rather. It's about making decisions not just for yourself, but for the sake of those who care about you. So looking back, those experiences shaped me into the person I am today. They taught me resilience, empathy, and the importance of being there for the people who need you.
Oh, okay. Last but not the least. Oh, if you could give me one piece of advice, what would it be?
If I could give you one piece of advice, it would be this. Be a woman with substance. Know your worth in every situation, whether in friendships or relationships. Never let anyone make you feel small or unimportant. And most importantly, always know when to leave. Walk away from things that no longer serve you, from people who drain you, or situations that diminish your happiness. It's not about being heartless, it's about protecting your peace, okay?
It's a must.
Being a woman with substance means having the strength to stand tall even when the world tries to push you down. It means speaking your truth even when your voice shakes. And it means loving yourself enough to walk away from anything that doesn't honor your value.
What
You
a
got that?
thoughtful, yes.
So that would be all, guys. Thank you for watching.
And lending us your ears. So, piece of advice, it doesn't only apply to me, but apply it also to yourselves, okay? Bye-bye.
And that's my family. The people who fill my life with love, laughter, and unforgettable memories. Each one has left a mark on who I am, and with them by my side, I'm always home, no matter where life takes me.
Thank you, Chelsea, for sharing that wonderful story about your family. It is so inspiring to see how families play such important roles in shaping who we are. And finally, it's my turn to share my own family tree and the people who mean the world to me. Hello everyone, I'm back and today I'll be sharing something deeply personal and special to me. My family tree. Family plays such an important role in shaping who we are, and while mine isn't perfect, I wouldn't trade them for anything in the world. Before I begin, I want to acknowledge that my family tree focuses on my mother's side. Coming from a broken family, I made the decision not to include my father's side due to past traumas. My father has also passed away, making it even harder to talk about. So I'd like to focus on the people who have shaped my life, the family who stood by me through everything. Now let's start with my grandmother, the heart and soul of our family. She is the strongest woman I know. Her childhood was filled with struggles. Abandoned by her mother and older sister, she had no choice but to fend for herself at a young age. She worked tirelessly, moving from place to place just to survive. And despite not finishing high school due to financial hardships, she never gave up. Her determination eventually led her to work as a maid in my grandfather's household, where their love story began and the roots of our family tree were planted. Now, for my grandfather, a man with his own complicated past. He was born in Bohol but sent to Bislig because of his attitude, a fact that we still laugh about even until now. He is not one to share much about his history, but his love for us is evident in everything he does. In 2022, he suffered a stroke which changed him completely. He became more emotional, easily upset, and sensitive. It breaks my heart to see him struggle, especially when he cries whenever I have to leave for school in Davao. But his strength and sacrifices inspire me every day to work harder for our family. Next, I want to talk about my Aunt Julieta, or Ate Juliet. She was born in 1979 with Down syndrome. She was different, but to us she was special in the best way. She brought so much joy and light to our family. Her laughter, energy, and little quirks were infectious. Even though she had her moods, we loved and cared for her deeply. Losing her to COVID in 2021 was the most painful experience for our family. And despite the heartbreak, we continue to honor her memory and celebrate her birthday every year, keeping her spirit alive in our hearts. Now, for my Uncle Bob, who's born in 1980, is married with 3 children. While we weren't very close when I was younger, as he got married early, he remains an important part of our family. He visits us daily and continues to support us in many ways. His children, my cousins, are a big part of my life. Justin, the eldest, is now 23 and a father himself. It is surreal to see him with a child, as I still remember the playful cousin I grew up with. Nicole, 17, is my closest cousin and best friend. We grew up together, sharing secrets and supporting each other through life's ups and downs. Lastly, there is Kristen, the youngest, who is 10 years old. He's like a baby to me, and I love teasing him, but I also admire how smart and observant he is for his age. Now, for my Aunt Christina, or I call her Tita Langing. He is born in 1982 and lives in Hawaii with her husband. She's not an American citizen but remains deeply connected to our family. And I often say she's like an older version of me because we're so similar in personality, interests, and even attitudes. She worked hard to lift our family out of poverty, becoming a provider and ensuring we had a better opportunities. Her strength and sacrifices inspire me every day, and I look up to her as a role model. Now, let me talk about my mom. She was born in 1985 and is now 40 years old. Though you'd never guess it, she looks so young. She became a mother at just 20, a time when most people are still figuring out their lives. Despite the challenges of being a young mother and enduring a difficult relationship with my father, she raised me with so much love and resilience. She's not just my parent, but also my best friend. I share everything with her, from my deepest thoughts to the most random stories. Her life hasn't been easy, but she found happiness again with her partner of 7 years. He's been more of a father to me than my biological dad ever was. He supports me, provides for me, and loves me like his own child. I'm so grateful for the fatherly love he's given me. It is something that I will always cherish. Now, for my youngest uncle, Aris, born in 1987, is one of the loudest and most entertaining members of our family. After working abroad for years, he returned home in 2024, bringing endless jokes and banter with him. Our relationship is filled with playful teasing, but beneath all the sarcasm is a bond built on love and mutual respect. Now, let me talk about myself. I was born in 2005, making me 19 years old, and I grew up in Mangagoy, Bislig City, but I'm now in Davao pursuing a nursing degree. Being away from my family is challenging, but their love and support keep me going. I'm an only child, though I have a half-sister from my father's side. Still, I've always considered myself an only child because my mother's family has been my constant source of love and stability. I've always been academically driven, pushing myself to excel in school, while this has led to stress and occasional struggles with my health. I remind myself that everything I'm working for is to honor my family's sacrifices. Outside of academics, I love fashion, photography, and spending time with loved ones. These moments remind me of what really matters: family, love, and resilience. Looking back at my family's journey, I realized just how much they've shaped me. We've faced challenges, heartbreaks, and losses, but their strength and love have taught me resilience, patience, and the value of never giving up. My family may not be traditional or perfect, but they are my greatest source of inspiration. No matter where life takes us, I know my family will always be my foundation. Their love, sacrifices, and lessons will guide me as I continue to dream big and work hard to create a life they can be proud of. So that is all for my family tree. Each of our stories reflects how unique and special our families are, and is a reminder of how much they shape our lives.
Wanna say so.